You know, hard-fought game, come out slow, wasn't scoring, but we were letting them score. But I thought midway through the first half, at least we started scoring a little bit and started buckling down on defense. Second half, I thought we come out with a lot more energy. I thought, you know, Jess coming in gave us energy. I thought Darius gave us energy. Coming off, got a big steal, hit 2 foul shots. You know, I thought at times, you know, God, I can't think of her name. Asia Bussey. I mean, what can you say about her? Not only did she score, I mean, I had a, well, I don't, you know, that's a couple times they slipped the post, and Asia had to do that, and that kind of isolated, going to back Asia down, and that wasn't going to happen. I think that's when she got 3 blocks in a row. They ran that 3 times in a row, and then she had a big block at the end. But I thought she played extremely well and was very vocal. So overall, you know, I mean, did we play well? No, but, you know, we played well enough. I told the team after the game we got to quit doing this because when you get tournament play, you know, it's hard to come back on those teams. So we got to come out ready to play for 40 minutes. But I thought it was an overall team effort.
TCU's not an easy team to play.
No, because they slow you down, because they stand there and that guard comes, you know, that guard's looking to get even a look at the rim and then, you know, that type of stuff. So, no, they're not easy to play. And then on the other end, you know, they play at 2-3 and they bring their forwards up and that type of stuff. So, no, they're not an easy team to play. That's a tough matchup.
In the end, with it all, basketball comes down to making big shots, especially in games like this. And Stephanie made.
Oh, she made a couple big layups. And then I thought Crystal Caldwell hit a couple threes that was critical. Huh?
Who wasn't making it.
Right, right. I thought Crystal stepped up and hit a couple threes, and then Linda on a couple of them layups. You know, we needed all those points. I mean, that's 10 points right there.
You think Linda last year would have never had the confidence to drive the basket?
I don't know. You know what, Linda, you know, we got to keep Linda fresh, and that's why it was so important for Darius to be here. We got to keep Linda fresh. When Linda gets tired, then she's not looking to attack or, you know, defend and all that. So, you know, Darius did a good job spelling her when we could spell her.
You sort of touched on this earlier, but in the second half, you were much more efficient on both ends of the floor. Was it an energy thing or more of an adjustment thing?
I think it was more energy. I thought we got back in the game by defense, getting some steals, getting some run-outs, some layups, getting to the foul line. And then I thought the second half we executed a little bit better on offense. You know, it's tough down there because sometimes they look like they're in a 2-3 and they're really a matchup man-to-man, and they'll take you through and all that. And then sometimes it's a 2-3. When we had them on our end a little bit, I could make the calls a lot easier from down the other end. So, you know, it was a lot better. We was a lot more efficient. Even against our zone stuff, we started running some man stuff and got some good things off of it, especially into Asia.
You talk about all the things that Asia did, and, you know, she rebounds and scores. But she had 4 assists for you today, including a really nice look down low to Caldwell.
Oh, yeah.
Is her passing?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Asia does, you know, when Asia gets the ball, there's usually 2 or 3 on her. So they're all grabbing at the ball. For her to make a good pass out of that, you know, that's pretty good, to be honest with you. And she keeps her head up. And, you know, Asia's very unselfish. She's one of the most unselfish players I've ever had. So she'll give it up to the open man. I just felt second half, you know, I told them at halftime we're holding the ball too long. There was no ball movement, no movement, wasn't making the zone shift, we were standing there holding the ball, and then dribble the ball, and not go anywhere. So I think you saw in the second half when people started holding the ball, dribbling the ball around, they became assistant coaches. You know, I just started pulling, we got to move the ball. We're not going to do what we did in the first half.